Hi, today we're out here at the grill because I'm making some grilled peach salsa. Taking advantage of these fresh peaches coming up from South Carolina. The smell is amazing. So while my grill is heating up, I thought I would talk to you about what I have here and what I'm doing. So I have 3 peaches that I've cut in half and removed the pit from. And I'm just going to give everything a squirt of my avocado oil. I have 1 jalapeno that I've cut in half, and of course you can add or subtract the jalapenos to how spicy you like yours. I've got a couple little cloves of garlic there. I have a big hunk of red onion, and at the farm stand they had these little heirloom tomatoes, and they're kind of small. I did, well, 2.5 because I ate half of one. But peaches are so versatile, and this grilled peach salsa is just one thing that you can make with your peaches. And interesting fact, South Carolina actually produces more peaches than Georgia. Like 3 times more peaches than Georgia. But Georgia got the name as the peach state because they were the very first state to ever commercially can peaches. And that's how they became the peach state. So what I want is my grill to come up to about 400, 450 degrees. So now that my grill is up to temp, I'm going to give it a nice little oil bath here with some avocado oil and just really get those grates wiped down. So if you've noticed, I'm missing my grate here because we were in someplace this winter, Georgia or someplace, and I was cleaning my grill, and guess what? I dropped one of the grates in the water. So you can say goodbye to that. So I need to get a replacement. So now that we've got our grill on about 400, 450 degrees, I'm going to take my peaches and I'm just going to lay them down. And we're just going to grill these about 3 minutes aside. We just really want to soften them up a little bit and just get that nice charred flavor. And our onion. And I'm going to put my garlic over there on my little rack there so I don't have to worry about them falling through. And then, of course, our tomatoes. And I'm just going to let that go for about 3 minutes and come back and check on it. So we're just giving them a peek, and you can see how we've started to char a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and flip these. Check on our onion. And I really kind of want that to blister, so I'm going to leave those down for a minute, and then we'll flip our tomatoes. None of this takes a long time. This is done fairly quickly, and I'll probably pull the peaches and the tomatoes before the onions and the pepper. So I'm going to pull my tomatoes. And peaches. And just leave my onion and pepper on for about another minute. So next we're going to give our salsa a bit of a whirl. Now you can do this in your food processor. You can do this in a blender. I have my little stick blender thing here that I'm going to use today. And I'm going to, and this is optional, but I am going to go ahead and just peel that skin off. I don't really feel like we need it in there, so I'm just going to go ahead. Now that they have gotten hot, it just comes right off. It just peels right off. And because my food processor and this are pretty mini, I'm going to go ahead and just dice these up a bit just to help out my little machine here. And obviously I'm going to have to do this in batches because of the size of my machine, and that's okay, but I'm going to put just a bit of everything in each batch, and then we'll mix it all up together. So I am going to remove the seeds and the membrane from my peppers. And this is, of course, optional. If you like yours really spicy, feel free to leave that on. And you can leave the skin on your pepper or you can peel it off. I'm going to go ahead and leave mine on. I seem to have lost my little knife already. Oh, there it is. But again, I'm going to go ahead and help the situation out here. And I'm kind of leaving the skin on there because I kind of think I like that charness that it brings. There's our garlic. This side got just a little black, so I think I'm going to take him out of the equation there. Some of my onions and some of my tomato. And to that, we're going to add, let me wash my hands and I'll be right back. Now to this, I want to add some lime juice. And this is one of those situations where I think if I'm using the juice, I should use the zest. So I'm going to do the juice and the zest both from one lime. And then I'm going to go in with a pinch of kosher salt and my mixed pepper blend. And then I'm just going to pulse this. I don't want to completely purify this. I just want it still kind of smooth, kind of chunky. So I'm just going to do this in pulses and keep an eye on it. And you can see it's about halfway where I want it. So at that point, I'm going to add some fresh cilantro. And probably for the whole thing, I'll probably do about 2 to 3 tablespoons of cilantro. And then we're going to give it a couple more pulses. And now that looks about perfect. So I'm going to add that to my bowl, and then I'm going to just do this in batches until it's done. And now, of course, we want to get this all mixed up. We're going to taste it, see if we need to season it a little more. So let's give it a taste. Good. And that jalapeno was a spicy one. I'm glad I only used one and didn't use the seeds. And now you're going to obviously want to store this in your refrigerator. It's not going to last long. You're just going to eat this up. And yes, you can absolutely can this. You can water bath can this. And what I like to do is use these little tiny jars to can. And that way, when I pull it out, it's just the two of us. So I don't have this big, huge jar of salsa. So you never know. Come December, I might pull out my little jar of peach salsa for something. Now, can you use this for chips and salsa? Absolutely. This is going to be delicious for chips and salsa. But you can also put this on grilled chicken, on grilled pork chops. Today I did a little chili spice flounder fillets on the grill while I had the grill open. And this is a perfect topping for fish. So when you find your peaches this summer and you get a whole bunch of them, this is just one delicious way you can use those fresh summertime peaches. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you later.